And I say to you, my brothers and sisters, hell is a deep, dark, foul-smelling prison of the damned.
Inferno.
What are you doing, engineer? What's up?
Deal with it.
It looked like engineer was jerking off.
He's
Ben.
complaining because I didn't do the fucking up down shit.
Oh, right.
Ooh, a
yeah,
vagina.
but
Because I'm juggling 2 controllers here. Give me a break.
and then Frank just goes, "Ooh, vagina."
That eye looked like a vagina.
You look like a vagina?
No, that eye looked like a vagina.
Oh, that eye looked like a vagina. That
No,
quote,
obviously it
eye,
didn't, but,
as in the eye on the wall looked like a vagina. But the way you said it, where you're like, "Yeah, that eye looked like a vagina."
He meant EYE, not I.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Like Eye of the Tiger, you like Rocky Balboa, right? Stallone?
Have you heard the Minecraft version, the Eye of the Spider?
Huh?
It's like a horrible meme thing
Oh
that
god,
some kid
that was a
made,
bad decision.
where it's the
Chainsaw.
eye of, it's a Minecraft like music parody, and he's talking about the Eye of the Spider. You know, it's really.
Or the spider monster in Minecraft?
Well, there are just spiders in
suck.
Minecraft.
I hate those, especially when you build a sky fortress and somehow they get
climb.
up there. They climb. Yeah, I built the sky fortress
Sky Fortress.
in Minecraft on my friend's server, and he didn't like it, so he banned me.
Act 1 or Act 2?
He doesn't sound like a good friend if he banned you for building, which is the whole point of Minecraft.
Well, to be fair, I built it over his island that he built.
Oh, I see. Oh,
So I
you made
fucked-
like
I
Kami's
fucked it up.
Lookout, basically.
Yeah,
like, in
basically.
its,
So, like, he gave me an island, so, like, this is funny, like, I built this sky fortress that, like, you could walk up from my island, and it connected to his island. And then he was like, Frank, no, you can't do this. So
Oh,
you know
what
what I did? I dug a tunnel from my island that went to his island. And I was like, look at the tunnel I built. And he was like, nah, Frank, you're banned.
Wow,
You're
he sounds, yeah, hard to play with.
When,
Yep.
when he said, Frank, you can't do this, you should have said, obviously I can because I did it already.
banned. I did it already, yeah.
Obviously I can, because that's what I did. Yeah, just getting older, it's like I have so much like less like energy I can put into like some games that like require so much like effort. Like if I'm gonna play a long RPG, I'd much rather just play like
Final Fantasy 9?
no, well that that too, but I was gonna say like an MMO type thing, like a persistent, you know, like Minecraft
Ooh, I have a vagina.
persistent. I was gonna say Phantasy Star Online, but you know, I'm talking about persistent like MMOs or like Minecraft where it's always like on kind of thing, you know. You know, regular RPGs or whatever, because I could always just fucking, if I was really crunched for time, I could just fucking cheat, you know, and just blow through it to enjoy the story. I hit the remote there, sorry.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah.
Yes, that was the BFG,
Of course.
which I'm gonna need right now because
This
this
game is
fucker's
unplayable.
blocking
You
me.
can't see shit.
That stands for the Bioforce Gun, right? From the movie.
Sure.
Bioforce gun.
Yeah, the Bioforce Gun.
BFG. Ah, yes, the Bioforce
And the
gun.
Rock just looks at it and goes, "Oh, hell yeah. Let me tell you something, mankind." What was that? Triple H. I thought I smelled dandruff shampoo and monkey turds. Like,
Oh, man, Triple H.
don't forget, Carl Urban, too, is also in the Doom movie. He's the main guy.
Oh, I thought you meant Triple X for a second there. Vin Diesel.
Of course.
Yeah.
He's the extreme James Bond.
Yes. There's a game with Vin Diesel in it, our movie, Chronicles of Riddick.
Wow, I don't know if anyone's ever heard of that.
Yeah, that movie, that game is amazing. by the way.
Yeah,
Chronicles of Riddick, Escape from Butcher Bay.
And the new Riddick on PS3 and Xbox, the most recent one at least, included that game for free.
Yep. That was the version I played of Butcher Bay, and it was pretty good.
Butcher Bay, also prequel to the movie.
Yep.
Pitch Black.
Dexter?
Pitch Black.
Dexter.
Yeah. Oh, no,
love
that's
that
the
game.
Ice Bay Killer or something like that, right?
What?
Something like that. Dexter, the show, Dexter. What do you
Okay,
say?
sure. Has nothing to do with Butcher Bay
No,
or...
I thought Butcher Bay because I thought that was the actual killer, but it's not. It's what's it called? The ice.
Oh, I don't know the name of
Oh.
his killer name in that show. I never watched
No, not
it.
his killer name. It was like the name of the killer in that
Oh,
area.
sure,
was called
sure. But he
something-
had some sort of name
Yeah,
like
I
that.
thought it was
yeah.
that, but it was something else.
I see,
That's
okay.
where I was trying to make the connection.
That's why I was like, we're talking movies. You're talking TV and completely unrelated. Yeah. There's not even I don't think there's a single actor between those movies and the show. You've seen Pitch Black though, right?
Yeah.
I've heard of it, and I heard it's like it came out in like the mid '90s, right?
Yeah, something like
It was
that.
before Chronicles of Riddick came out, but like
Chronicles
that's
of
where
Rick is the
character-
sequel movie.
Yeah, it's the
So
sequel.
okay,
to
so
that.
the movies.
Oh, I thought of something else. I thought when you said Pitch Black, I'm like, yeah, I've seen that movie, and I have, but I thought you're talking about Darkness Falls.
Holy shit,
I was
Christian!
like-
What is the
I was
matter
like,
with you
holy-
lately? You're not the same person lately. Something happened. and,
Darkness Falls.
Oh
Okay,
god.
Night
so
Trap.
so Frank, it's I don't know where the new Chronicles of Riddick game falls in, but the continuity of events is Butcher Bay, Pitch Black the movie, Chronicles of Riddick the movie, the most recent movie which was just called Riddick,
Yep.
and then the new movie coming out called Riddick Furia, or it's supposed to come out. I hope it does. Now they made that PS3 game that might take place in between Riddick and Furia, or in between
To correct
Chronicles
you,
of Riddick and the
Okay.
PS3 game.
Assault on Dark Athenia. That's the name of the game.
Oh,
that
Athena.
takes place after Butcher Bay. Immediately.
But before Pitch Black?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, was Butcher Bay a movie or just the game?
Butcher Bay's just the game.
Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, I don't remember seeing a movie where.
No,
And
no, no.
Vin
But it's
Diesel
about, he
is
talks
in it.
about, he actually talks, they mention Butcher Bay in Pitch Black, and I think Chronicles of Riddick, and he mentions he gets the surgery, for a pack of cools, and, 20 cools, and whatever,
Kool-Aids.
to get the shine on his eyes, you know what I mean? And that was in the prison, and that's, the prequel game is how he gets his eye surgery, and you, fucking escape the prison and hunt people down, so, very good game. It was on the original Xbox.
Great game.
I don't know why we started talking about it, but it's cool
Because
that we
you
did.
said Triple H, I said Triple X.
Oh, Triple X,
I
and
said
then
Chronicles
that
of
led
Riddick.
to Vin Diesel.
And now we're
too,
talking
yeah.
about the Fast and the Furious. Paul Walker.
Oh no, who cares?
They're
about
both in
that
it.
Shit. Fast and Furious, would.
Favorite movie about cars.
It wasn't,
Yeah, true story.
It wasn't the movie Cars.
Yeah,
Fun
car.
fact: there's a video clip where there's a guy like he was about to race, and inside his car he's playing PS2,
Right.
and on his little TV. It's pretty cool. I thought it was awesome.
I used to do that. I had a travel screen for the PS2. I used to take some Budokai with me camping and shit, just in case. Or I'd drive around the town,
drive around,
looking
park,
for
you can
chicks and
play
drugs,
some-
and
some
then
Gran
we would
Turismo.
people in my car would be rocking out playing some Budokai or some Mortal Kombat. I had the party car.
Wait, talking about Mortal Kombat, have you seen the trailers to the new one?
Yes, I have. Doesn't look. I'm probably not gonna buy. I'm probably gonna skip this one until it's on sale.
But did you? I thought it was pretty funny. You saw the Johnny Cage one?
Yeah. And he goes back. They go back in time, and he sees himself, and he's all 80s and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, but I saw the one where, I guess when they were first revealing it, when it was like, I think he's like, I've seen like more intimidating people in Hollywood or whatever it is, and the guy's like, oh, a suit won't slit your throat, and he's like, have you been to Hollywood or whatever? Blah, blah, like some corny
He's
ass
ninja
crap,
mime.
whatever it is.
He's silent but deadly.
You know what? On a Honda Civic, they got the LCD screen in the middle center
A
console.
lot of cars have that now.
Yeah. Is there a way to hack that to
Yeah,
put
there's
stuff
people who've
on
done
there?
that. There's people who so on certain BMWs or Mercedes or whatever the fuck, there's a video of a guy who has Doom installed on it because they all run off Linux.
Yeah.
So he has Doom running on his steering wheel. The screen is in the steering
Yeah.
wheel, and you have to turn the wheel left and right to actually play it.
Oh,
so
shit.
he's actually driving his car without looking at it.
Yeah.
But just to see how far he can get in Doom while having to turn the wheel.
That's awesome.
But yeah, the new Mortal Kombat is something where it's just like modern Bungie, which is mostly the fault of Activision, but their DLC practices are very shitty, and they just come out with too much season pass crap and all this other shit. And not to mention, Mortal Kombat 10 was a disaster on PC when it was released.
Shit.
I just, it took, they didn't work. Rocket jumping.
Jedi.
Ben, sorry, Frank, you don't know rocket jumps?
It's just his genuine reaction. Like, shit.
Shit. Yeah, I was gonna say, you don't know rocket jumps, apparently. But like, like they announced the beta before they even had the game out. Like, they were like, oh, Shao
My
Kahn.
vagina.
Shao Kahn is going to be a DLC character. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, get the hell out of here. I'll just wait until you come out with the director's cut version or whatever the fuck and play that when it's cheap. But I'm just so tired of this season pass shit. I still fall for it every couple times. Where I was like, oh hey, like Tekken. I was like, cool, Tekken. I didn't buy the season pass, but it's like the character's like $20 or $15 if it's Tekken. Or the Dragon Ball Z keeps on coming out with characters and shit. It's like, fuck.
You saw the... Oh, excuse me. You saw the Tekken thing where some guy won a tournament with the worst character, that panda?
Oh. Yeah, but that's the thing. They're really... Tier lists are just... They're not, like, be-all, end-all.
Yeah.
You could beat a tournament as a character. And in fact, the worst character, it's just they may have less tools for certain situations. But if you're the best... If you're good at the game, it's like, who gives a shit?
Yeah, no, but I'm saying, like, at the time... Yeah,
right.
like...
He was considered the worst, but that's because people were sleeping on this character, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then also, that was the problem. That happened with Super Street Fighter. Gamerby, people thought... won Evo one time with Adon, or whatever the fuck his name is, in Super Street Fighter, because people were sleeping on the character and thought he was weak, and nobody knew the matchup with him. You know what I mean? Because nobody played as this character, and he fucking became a world-recognized fighting game player because of, you know what I mean? Like, he hit the world stage with that shit. So, you know what I mean? Like, the tier lists they're not everything. I mean, there's some characters that deservedly have to be on a tier, like Dan Hibiki is going to be at the bottom of every tier list, no matter what, basically, but...
Until someone proves everyone wrong.
Yeah, well, some people are still really good with it.
With the tiny Hadouken?
Yeah. Hadouken! And not the Shoryuken, the Koryuken! Hey, nice. Excellent. Flawlessly played, Ben.
Nice.
Ben's very quiet. He's very in the zone.
Yeah, I really get into it with Doom.
I'm talking too much to fill the dead air, just in case, but yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just saying vagina and eye vagina completely. Whenever I see the eye vagina on the screen,
the eye of the vagina.
No, it's just really funny how it just goes. And I'm yeah, that's why I'm talking to fill time and Frank. I'm talking, I'm just saying vagina. Like, what did you do on Saturday night, Frank? I don't know. I just sat around my buddies, said vagina a few times, Then they immediately call HR.
And they do have an asshole.
Yeah, I know. They have like a little divot. He's fixing a divot.
Fuck. With the
Space Jam, anybody?
No.
Space Jam.
When he goes, I said they had a divot, and it made me think of when
I took a wrong turn.
Wayne Knight is digging for Michael Jordan in the golf course. He's trying to dig him out of the hole he got sucked into, and he goes, "What are you doing on the golf course?" And he just goes, I'm fixing a divot." And then the old man tells the guy playing through, he's like, "He's fixing a divot." I don't know why I remember that, but
Yo, I gotta get Space Jam for the Sega Saturn. I heard it's not just a basketball game, it's like a variety game of some sort.
like mini games and shit?
Yeah, it's not just basketball. And I could have got it for like cheap, and I was like, this is a basketball
Against
game.
the Monstars.
The Monstars, yeah, exactly. And the girl bunny that everybody had a crush on.
Lola.
A bunny with titties.
Right. What about her?
All bunnies have titties.
What about her?
No.
What?
No, he said end the bunny, the female bunny that everyone had a crush on.
Lola.
Like, yeah, but it was like you were gonna say something about her being in the game, but you're just stating a fact that everyone had a crush on her.
Everyone had a crush on her because she
Everyone
was
was
like the
a
girl
disgusting furry.
Yes.
But
Everybody.
then he said the bunny with titties, and they said, well, all bunnies.
All
have
bunnies.
Yeah, that's
They
what
do.
I heard.
All bunnies do have
Thank you,
titties.
Christian.
All female bunnies.
Like, how do you think the
No, he didn't say all female
baby
bunnies, he said
bunny?
all
Oh,
bunnies
he just
have
said
titties.
all. He just said all
You know?
bunnies. Yeah. All bunnies have titties.
Everybody, I have nipples, Greg. Why don't you milk me?
yeah. Meet the parents.
Have you ever
the
found
parents.
have you ever found Bugs Bunny attractive when he dressed up as a female?
Like Garth
bunny?
now from
No,
Wayne's
no, no.
World.
It's like, no, me neither.
We all know
no,
that Bugs
yeah, me
Bunny is
neither.
attractive when he's a fucking fat ass Big Chungus.
Okay, it's over.
Big Chungus. There you
Big
go.
Chungus.
Dude, that damage. That damage. What do they call that? What do they call that when you stack? Stacking? Damage stacking. The
do you call it when
loathsome
you stack?
spider
Stacking?
demon
Damage
that masterminded the invasion of the moon bases and caused so much death has had its ass kicked for all time. A hidden doorway opens and you enter. You've proven too tough for hell to contain. And how hell at last plays fair. For you emerge from the door to see the green fields of Earth. Home at last! You wonder what's been happening on Earth while you were battling evil unleashed. It's good that no hellspawn could have come through that door with you. Ellipses!
We'll show him.
Oh, yeah.
Look,
yeah.
it's the bunnies with titties.
Yay!
They all
bunnies
have
with
titties.
titties.
They all have titties.
Bunnies with titties.
Is it playing a little flute?
Yep.
Yeah, the flute. It's fucking flute. I could play this on my piano.
Yeah, oops.
How was that?
It's,
Oh, it's Lola the bunny. Yeah.
It's Daisy. That's Doom Guy's pet rabbit.
that's, now I always thought that was his hand holding it up.
I always thought so too, but I think that's just meant to be like a
Yeah, I
stick.
think it's just a spike
that's
on
not
it.
his
Yeah.
hand. His hands are
I
taking
thought
the
it was just
picture.
like it's your hand going like, oh,
Right.
What have they
because
done
the
to
Doom
you?
Guy comes out of that structure,
Yeah.
coming back from hell.
No, his hands are taking the picture. That's something else at least.
It's also not the end. We still have one more episode called
Thy flesh consumed.
Thy Flesh Consumed.
You blast the gnats that hate demons right between their beady little eyes.